Hello, my name is Gillian Lucy. I am from English major Faculty of Education. Today I would like to share my journey trip, hats and pals in Rayon. Last November, I departed on my first flight to Rayon to visit my family and my cats. Last November is when I is subject, departed is where. On my first flight is how. To Rayon is where. To visit my family and my cats is why. When I arrived at Budapest Airport, my parents and my sister had been waiting for me for an hour and took me to the beach suddenly. When I arrived at Budapest Airport, it's when my parents and my sister, its subject, had been waiting is verb. For an hour, it's how or how long. Took is word. Me is object. To the beach, it's where, and suddenly, it's how. We were having papaya salad, grilled chicken, and other dishes when suddenly it started raining without any warning. We, its subject, were having its verb. Papaya salad, grilled chicken, and other dishes is direct object. When suddenly it started raining is when. Without any warning, it's how. When I got home, my cat came out to greet me unexpectedly with a chorus of chirping. When I got home, it's when. My cat, its subject, came out, its verb. To greet me, it's why. Unexpectedly, it's how. And with a chorus of chirping, it's how. I have four cats at home named Blue, Min Min, Coco, and Casper. I, its subject, have its verb. Four cats, its object. At home is where, and name Blue, Min Min, Coco, and Casper is which. The first owner of the house is Blue, who is the oldest and most clueless cat. The first owner of the house is subject. Is verb. Blue is subject complement. And who is the oldest and most clueless cat is who. The second cat is Min Min, a stray cat who joined our family in a rather confusing way. The second cat is subject, is its verb. Min Min is subject complement. Who a stray cat is who joined our family in a rather confusing way is how. The first time I met her, she was so skinny and smelled so bad. That's why it was named Min Min. The first time I met her is when. She is subject. Words is verb. So skinny and smelled so bad. It's how or subject complement. And that's why its word's name Min Min is why. The third one is Coco, who was found through an adoption advertisement on Facebook. The third one is subject, is its word. Coco is subject complement. Who was found is who. And through an adoption advertisement on Facebook, it's how. Lastly, Casper, who is the youngest and the most mischievous member of the family, is Blue Nephew. Lastly is sequence. Casper is subject. Who is the youngest and the most mischievous member of the family is who. Is it's his verb, and Blue's nephew is subject complement. They only love me when I have cat treats in my hand. They is subject. Only love is verb. Me is object. When I have cat treats, it's when, and in my hands, it's where. Casper the kitten is always first when there's food, followed by Blue. Casper the kitten is subject, is it's its verb. First, when there's food, it's complement, and followed by Blue is modifier. Because of their mischievous nature, Casper and his crew were chasing each other. and accidentally dropped something. Because of their mischievous nature is why. Casper and his crew is subject. Purchasing is verb. Each author is object, and accidentally drops something is how. My birthday was on November 2nd last year, and my dad bought a cake and hid it cleverly. My birthday is subject, was its verb. On November 2nd last year is when. My dad is subject, bought its verb. A cake is object, hid its verb, is its object, and cleverly is how. My sister brought out the cake, which surprised me a lot. My sister is subject, brought out its verb. The cake is direct object, and which surprised me a lot is which. Moreover, we celebrated Leuchtturm together for the first time. Moreover, its transition. We its subject. Celebrated its verb. Leuchtturm its object. Together it's how, and for the first time it's when. Before I left, they took me to a temple up the mountain to pray for blessings. Before I left, it's when. They its subject, took its verb. Me its object. To a temple up the mountain is where, and to pray for blessing is why. There's a skywalk at the temple, which my mom was absolutely terrified of. Is its verb. A skywalk is subject. At the temple is where. And absolutely terrified of its how. My father was very composed and took me to the same beach before dropping me off at the airport. My father is subject, was its verb. Very composed, its subject complements. Took its verb, me its object. To the same beach is where. Before dropping me off, it's when. And at the airport, it's where. I allowed 3 hours extra before the flight, but as luck would have it, the flight ended up being delayed by an hour anyway. I is subject, allowed its verb. 3 hours is what, extra is how. Before the flight, it's when. But as luck would have it, it's how. The flight ended up being delayed, it's why. And by an hour anyway is how. That's all for my journey. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.